Well, I think a top story in China and in Asia is, of course, Nancy Pelosi's potential visit.
I know. By the time this gets aired, it's going to be decided one way or another. But let's talk about what is her motivation in doing this.
I think you know this better than I do. It's all domestic. She's going to probably lose her House Speaker position after the midterms.
You know, I was involved in politics. You were at the United Nations, so you know politics too.
From the other angle, yeah.
From the other angle. But I can tell you, I mean, it seems like she's interested in taking away the anti-China card from the Republican side. But I don't think that's going to make a difference in terms of the way people are voting. Right now, it's almost 80% of people, their number one issue in the United States is the economy. And on top of that is inflation. This is what puzzles me. They've made no headway. There's no plan for inflation. It keeps going up. Price of gas, bread, milk, housing, you name it, continues. And all of a sudden there's this big push to go overseas, to go wandering around Asia.
Not only for her to wander around Asia, what about Biden's visit to the Middle East?
Well, yeah, but I mean, here are all these summits. You had ASEAN, you have the, you know, and now Africa's coming up. It was a disaster with the Summit of Americas.
That's right.
ASEAN was a disaster. I mean, inviting heads of state to Washington during pandemic times, they come and you don't have an individual meeting with them. I'm flummoxed. I am completely baffled. It's like, I want to offend you.
No, I think it's really an issue of groping for the straws now. I mean, it's reached a point where they cannot address the economy. They're not addressing the inflation issues.
So go abroad. Fail at home, go abroad.
That's right. Attack Russia on Ukraine, attack China on Taiwan.
Well, yeah, but I mean, how much more can you do to Russia without, I mean, hurting your allies in Europe? So, you know.
And I don't think the allies in Europe are going to last very much longer, especially given what's happening to Nord Stream 1.
A lot of people were taken aback by how strongly the Chinese government spoke out about this issue, about Nancy Pelosi visiting. Now, earlier this month, around the 22nd, they had somebody from the EU Parliament, the president.
Vice President.
Yeah,
right.
He came. But there wasn't as much fuss. But with Nancy Pelosi, it's really hit a nerve. I mean, I've never seen talk this serious about potentially, you know, going to war. Why? What's your read?
I think for the Chinese side, there are two angles to this they have to look at very carefully. Number one, White House is Democrat. Nancy Pelosi is Speaker of the House from the Democratic Party. This could mean a potential shift in the U.S. position on Taiwanese independence. That's one angle. The other angle is that if Nancy Pelosi went and visited, it would open the floodgates for other allies of the U.S. to make big shows. After all, U.S. is still the leading power for the Western countries in the world. You know, you can have second-tier, third-tier countries. Even Japanese had sent senior officials, right?
Yeah.
It's testing the waters.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be very, very serious. Well, when this airs, we'll know already by then whether or not something does happen. She might still try something.
We're going to have to wait and see.
Yeah.